When the rains come, it's so beautiful because in the village places, rainy days, they don't get jobs, so they'll be stuck up in the house. But look at the nature, so beautiful. When I'm in the ashram in Devanahalli, vast amount of land. We are in the center of a kind of a forest. And my kitchen ladies will come, they run up to the land, and then they come with this much of mushrooms. Just organic, beautifully grown in the nature. Every rainy season full of mushrooms, can you believe? And as the rain is falling, my kids will run, open the windows and the doors, and you see the flies falling or coming inside. They just pluck it up and they directly eat, or they fry it up. It's protein. Mushroom is protein. And then the grass grows, variety of grasses. And they call it palya. This can be made as palya, means side dish. It is very good for stomach, very good for us. Look at it, it's nothing. The earth is provided enough for man's needs, but not for his greed. As long as we are not greedy, this is happening. Such beautiful. Yes, lots and lots of mushrooms. Yes, lots and lots of grass, variety of grasses grows, and that is converted into side dish. And the flies which fall in, yes, they just eat it up. It's full of protein. So human beings cannot die. The nature keeps on giving. Not even a single bill is been sent to you. Neither you need to pay them. Neither you have to say thanks. Just be with the nature. Yes. More die in flight than in battle, said Selma Ottilia, Lovisa Lagerlof, born on 20th November 1858 in Sweden. Died on 16th March 1940 in Sweden, was a Swedish author and teacher. She published her first novel, Ghost of Berling Saga, at the age of 33. She was the first woman to win the Nobel Prize in Literature, which was awarded in 1909. Additionally, she was the first woman to be granted a membership in the Swedish Academy in 1914. More die in flight than in battle, said Selma Lagerlof. Yes, so the flight is the fear. The flight from where the flight came and the fear and the death happens. Selma Lagerlof said the death happens because the moment you get the cold. When I was in Tokyo, I met a Mexican man, American Mexican, yes, and his wife was a Japanese. They were running a company, and I was also trying to do some business. So they came to discuss about business strategies. And the Mexican man told me, in our country, from childhood, from baby, when we give bath to the baby, we never rinse the head. We allow the water to be there. Only the body is wiped out. And if you do that, the child will never get cold, it seems. Yes, can you believe? Avoiding the moment you get cold and you get frightened and you rush up to the doctors, you started the first flight, and that is the more death happens in flight than in the battle. But when you face the cold, when you're in the cold, be the cold. When in the hot, be the hot. That the founder of karate, Gichin Funakoshi, said, when I get fever, first of all, I never got it in my whole life. I was never in bed. But whenever I got a fever, just start. I rush up to the field and do 3 times more practice than my regular. If I'm practicing for 3 hours, I practice 9 hours. If I practice 1 hour, I practice 3 hours. I sweat it out. And the fever is the battle, facing the battle, not a flight running to the doctors, to the hospitals. You created more hospitals. Free the hospitals. Let there be doctors, not hospitals. Let there be more loving doctors who melt with you. More die in flight than in battle. The flight, when the moment the teacher teaches, like Jiddu Krishnamurti schools, before the teacher teaches, the child has understood what is that book for. The child and her elder brother and sister discussed why you have to go to the school, which subject is being taught, what is the condition of the teacher, what is her qualification. To get that qualification, how much hard labor she must gone through, and what is the thing that she's bringing or he is bringing to share it with you. And when she's sharing, when God is sharing rainfall, whether you have the rainwater harvest, not a drop of rainwater to spill outside your land, not a drop of food to be spilled outside your plate. And if you spilled it, tomorrow money and your ideas will spill out, and then poverty is thy name. That not spilling from your books, not a drop to be spilled outside your book. Where there is examination, who will come to examine you? Examination came because you are sick. Hence, not only in the examination, we have to put gunmen, policemen, black hat commandos, investigators, invigilators to find out whether you are copying. You are a robber. They have put a seal into you. Find out, are you a robber? If you have had this beautiful discussions, you have already read the chapter, you are in deep in love with a particular chapter, which disease can attack you. Even if disease can attack you, you are not running out for the guides to study from the guides, short cuts. You will have a discussion with your family members. Hence, that family is very, very important, which connects to the joint family and the family tree. Like our Bhavya, she wrote a KS examination, got through the KS prelims, got through the mains, and in the interview, as you know, yes, they were not been selected. Again, she wrote a prelims, she got through the prelims, mains expected results, she got a beautiful job now. Every day with the like Sidhu Chandrakala family, almost every day she will call. Not only calling, every Friday evening she takes the flight, not from diseases. She takes a flight to reach Indiranagar to help her brothers and sisters. And every day night the discussion is which chapter to go, which question to study to get into that position. Yes, examination. They have created more die in flight, more die in examination. The moment you go for an examination, you ask for the teacher for an answer. You ask teacher to give you answers. Teacher dictates answer, gone. Flight, you start the first step of your death. A doctor is a religious leader. It's a philosopher. It's a father. It's a God. A doctor who makes sure that a medicine is given, but he is a family doctor who understands you from the childhood, so he knows what medicine goes with you. And apart from that, a little traditional medicine, like my veterinary doctor, he came to do the English medicines for my cows, and he came and told me, he knew I was very angry with the injections being pumped into the cows. So he came and told me, Guruji, in the village so and so is the medicine going on, and it was very successful. You tried that method also. And we tried it when cow had got foot and mouth disease, FMD. They were pumping into medicines and cows died very fast. And he said in the village, the pig's fat is applied into the mouth and the disease gone. And my children rushed up and they applied it into the mouth of the cows. Effective. Those are the doctors. Yin and the yang, they have always two way. Those are the engineers, yin and the yang, according to circumstances, environment friendly. Those are the politicians who allows and stays and sleeps in the slums, in the villages, like our ex-Prime Minister Deve Gowda. He goes to any house, he uses the bathroom, eats food, sleeps there, take bath there, melted with the people. Now, which disease, which political leader can ever beat him? Not possible. Nobody can beat you. Selma, Ottilia, Louisa, Lagerlof said, more die in flight, do not run away. If you go to the doctor, your cold will go off in 1 week. If you don't go to the doctor, it goes off in 7 days.